Thursday evening webinars, I talk about different mindset and business related things. So, for example, the first webinar was about in a holistic view about the digital economy. The second one was about limiting beliefs, and this one is about law of attraction and business, which is a little bit more spiritual subject that I would like to bring in business massively to this presentation as well. So we talked about it. Ali, do you know what law of attraction is? Are you familiar with it, or this is something brand new?
No, this is new.
This is new. Okay, so law of attraction in one sentence is I don't want to go into religion because it's not a religious thing, and that is the universe out there, and we can call it God, or we can call it universe, or we can call it whatever. But
Yeah.
when you live your life, you can rely on it, and you can co-create with this universe kind of. So if you make up your mind that you're gonna achieve something, you're gonna reach a goal, you're gonna do something, you don't need to achieve the 100% of this goal, because the universe gonna it's gonna co-create with you, and it's gonna help your mission throughout the way. And this is called law of attraction. And law of attraction means like attracts like. And if you want to really understand it, these are three kind of books or videos. So on the left-hand side, this is the Secret from Rhonda Byrne. And you can watch it on Netflix, you can watch it on YouTube. And I really highly recommend to watch the movie The Secret. The second one that I kind of hold in my hands or on the screen as well, this is a book or a series of series where real life people like us, after the release of The Secret, they share their own personal experiences with how the secret works. And these series are based on solely about real people's stories, how the secret came into their life. And the third one, and I would like to just quickly ask you guys whether you have read Paulo Coelho's Alchemist.
Yes, I read it during my college days.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, highly recommend this book for everyone. I've read it minimum, I don't know, 5 times. This is one of my favorite book, and again, this is a story, but it's beautifully describes the laws of attraction in real life. So, law of attraction, what it is? It's something voodoo, or this is science. So, based on my personal experience, it's really working for me. Many times in my life, I experienced the law of attraction, and there are 3 or 5. Yeah, and guys, I would like to ask you, whenever you have a question or you don't understand something, please stop me. So
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't like to give a monologue here. I wouldn't like to listen to my own voice all the time. So guys, anytime, any question, any comments or personal stories, please stop me immediately and let me hear your opinion or voice. So in the secret book or movie, there are 3 steps. But some secret experts, they say there are 5 or 6 steps in the secret process. And the first is ask. So you ask from the universe what you would like to achieve. The second one is believe. The third one is trust. The fourth is let it go or surrender. And the fifth is to receive whatever you have asked. And the sixth is giving a thank you to the universe. And I'm going to go through these in a little bit more detail. But the fundament of the law of attraction, and this is very important, guys, and I'm going to talk about it multiple times, is law of attraction and the universe is a mirror. So whatever you put out, it's gonna be reflected back on you. It's I think this is the most important message of the law of attraction. And this is a citation from Paulo Coelho's Alchemist. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So this is kind of the fundament of the law of attraction, and you really can rely on this. So the first one is ask. This is the first step in the law of attraction. You ask the universe what you want from the universe or from your life. But there is a very, very important thing in this. You need to know what you want. So you just can't spend your life and time without thinking about what you want, because for sure it won't be given for you. So if you don't know what you want, how the hell the universe or anybody else would be able to give you what you want? And there are different scientific studies on this, and I can't give you exact numbers, but majority of the people, so 60-70% of people don't have any goals. So they just live through their life like a boat in the ocean without any goal, and definitely you are, the waves just playing with you and you won't get anywhere. So the first most important thing in law of attraction is know what you want, and you have to have an absolute clarity in fine details. So if you want a house, or if you want a new partner, you really want to go into details how that house looks, where it is, how many rooms, everything. The more precisely you go into the details, the higher the chance that you're gonna receive that. Very important. Consistency. So it's not one-off. So it's not like you once asked and then you kind of forget about it. You have to be consistent in your actions towards that goal. Like a vision board. A vision board is a visual representation of your goals. And this is an example of a vision board. When you really put out the images of your ideal car or partner or house or holiday or whatever it is, you have to be really, really precise, because the more precise, the more detailed you are, the higher the chance that you're gonna get it. And the universe can help you to get it. For example, another way is a journal, for example, gratitude journal. And I don't know whether you have heard about the neuro-linguistic programming, NLP.
Yes, I have.
In NLP, there is the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, gustatory, and all these kind of senses. And while a vision board is clearly a visual kind of signal, a gratitude journal, when you handwrite something, is a multiple channel, because you see what you write and you hear it when you are writing, you're telling the words, and there is also a kinesthetic component because you write. So gratitude journal is also a good way of telling the universe what you want. Again, affirmations. So if you are going through a very negative or challenging period of your time, it might be useful to write out some affirmations which helps you in this situation. So for example, I am patient, whatever happens, I am patient, and I can manage a situation from kind of a different perspective, and I am positive, I don't let it's very important that these affirmations should be positive. So don't say anything don't use a negative word. So only positive words. And in business, because I'm an entrepreneur at the end of the day, and I really like the mindset and law of attraction, but at the end of the day, we are talking about business, because the business is that can give us the freedom and the choice and everything, because my final message is you can build up your own business from the comfort of your home on the internet. And Sheetal, it might sound familiar to you, but when I moved in to London from Hungary 10 years ago, and when I established my private practice, at the first year, I needed to invest £96,000 in my practice, which is not a very high. I know a dentist practice is much more expensive than that. And by the end of the first year, I made £56,000 loss. This is how my business started. Of course, by now it's a beautiful business, but this is how a brick and mortar business starts. You have to invest a lot of money.
Yes,
And
true.
Absolutely, yeah. And the beauty of an internet business is the investment that you need to put in is a fraction, a tiny fraction of this money.
Okay.
So it's absolutely step by step as a side hustle. You can start building from the comfort of your home, and you can leverage a global market. So that's why I say building an internet business is a no-brainer. So that's why I like to talk about business. And when you ask from the universe and you have a absolute crystal clear clarity, what do you want from the universe? On the same token, you also, when you start a business, you have to have a business idea, but most importantly, a business plan. And this is the analogy between law of attraction, know what you ask, and the business side, a business plan and the business idea. And ultimately, what you are aiming for in business is the minimal viable product. So this is the MVP. And so when you kind of come up with a business idea, the MVP is the minimal setup of the business idea that you are aiming for. So nothing cherry on the top or extra this, extra that. When you start off, you just really aiming for the minimum, the working minimum. Does it make sense what I'm talking about so far?
Yeah. Can you just explain this last point a little bit more? The minimal viable product.
So when you have a business idea, whatever it is, let's say this is I would like to set up a dental private practice. And every business has its absolutely core functionality. Those pieces, without a business, cannot deliver. So, for example, if you want to set up a dentist practice, you need a chair, you need the equipment, you need this and that. But maybe you don't need, and you can tell me 10 things that would be good to have in a dental practice, but not needed at the very beginning.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
So the minimal viable product is really the core that can deliver the business.
Yeah, got it.
Because you can invest in a lot of money in a lot of things, and at the end it turns out it's not a good business, and you lost a lot of money. And this is the same in the online business as well. Whatever your business idea is, you are aiming for the MVP.
Okay.
But many people, when they come to kind of the online business, they say, but Dr. Bela or Bela, I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea what could I do in the online environment or the digital economy, And what I say is, so first we need to learn how to read and how to ride the bike, and then we can read the book, and then we can go for a bike holiday kind of. And when you start your journey in the digital economy, the first couple of months is about learning the fundamentals, learning really the basics of the digital economy. Okay. And usually this time is enough when kind of after a couple of months of learning, when you have a basic understanding and a fundamental understanding of the digital economy, then you will see the directions. Then you can say, okay, I really like that business idea, and I have, for example, it took 3 years for my wife to find her passion.
Mm.
And our family just recently transitioned from the Mediterranean diet to the plant-based diet.
Mhm.
And she absolutely found herself in creating videos and posting these videos and building a community about how she cooks these plant-based foods and how we transition from this diet to the other. So what
Okay.
I want to tell you is, while you are learning the fundamentals of the digital economy, how it works, it's enough time to kind of figure out what kind of business idea or direction is the closest to you. So
Okay.
so don't worry about if you don't know yet what to
Mhm.
do. It's absolutely fine. It's a new work.
Sure.
And have I answered your question?
Yeah, absolutely. Got it.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. And on a right upper corner, there is a mirror, and this lady is looking herself in the mirror. And I told you that the most important thing in kind of related to the law of attraction is this is a mirror. So whatever you put out, it's gonna be reflected back to you. So if you have negative thoughts, if you kind of kind of person who is gossiping or victim mindset, we were cheated on,
Okay.
and we need to tell that, how bad it is, and he said, Bela, this is the victim mindset.
Mm.
Don't brag about this, don't complain. This is the victim mindset. Be positive, look to the future, and find out the best way how we can proceed. Don't start to talk about what went wrong, what how bad we feel, and because this is the victim mindset. So knowing something and acting can be different. So
Mhm.
so self-reflection and having someone and having a relationship with someone who can tell you, Bella or Ali, watch, because now you have the victim mindset. And
Mm.
why is it important? Because if you put it out, it's gonna be reflected on you. This is the
Yeah.
law of attraction. So stop complaining, stop having the victim mindset, stop being negative, and really focus on your goals and act according to your goals. And if you do it, it's gonna be reflected back on you. And this is how the law of attraction works. Before going on to the next slide, do you have any questions about this topic so far?
No.
No, I think I'm absolutely fine with this.
Okay. This is maybe one of my top citations from the Bible. Very interesting. And it says, whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever doesn't have, even what they have will be taken from them. And
Yeah.
when you kind of think about the Bible, you wouldn't expect something like this. So when someone says, Bela, what would you think there is in the Bible in this regard? I would say, who is poor, they will be helped, and who lives in abundance, maybe a little bit will be taken away from them and will be given to the poor. That would be my medical kind of attitude to this. And no, in the Bible, whoever has will be given more, and whoever doesn't have, even what they have will be taken away. So it's initially it was very, I was a little bit upset about this, and I was surprised how it's possible. This is in the Bible, but it absolutely makes sense. So if you have the mindset of a poor person, you have a mindset, you have your thoughts, and your thoughts lead to your beliefs, and your beliefs lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results, and then your results feedback to your beliefs. So if you have the mindset of a poor person who has a victim mindset, who has a negative mindset, because of the law of attraction or some other fundamental laws, it's gonna be reflected on back them. And even if they can't change their thinking and they can't change their mindset, they will be poorer and poorer and poorer. And someone living in abundance, what kind of mindset they have? Self-confidence, trust, take action, these kind of things, and this kind of mindset and belief system and mindset and action leads to even more results. So it's an upward or downward spiral. Very important message. So first was ask from the universe, and the second, believe. So again, believe in you. So you believe in you that you can have it, and believe in the universe that the universe can give it to you. It's very important. So this is a very important mindset. What's going on my screen? This is a very important mindset question, kind of. And this comes to the limiting beliefs subject, and it was the topic of my previous Thursday webinar. And as you can see on the screen, we went through 16 different limiting beliefs. So all these 16 things can stop you achieving whatever you want to achieve. So if you look back my emails, but I'm gonna send it out tomorrow or after tomorrow, and you can reach it from there. These are the limiting beliefs that stop you achieving whatever you want. And when you want to rely on the universe, you need to believe in yourself, in the universe, and you need to work on your mindset to get rid of your limiting beliefs. And what would you say, guys? What does the person do who believes in something? What do they do if anybody who believes in something? So if I believe that I can jump through that river, what I'm gonna do?
Believe in yourself.
I'm gonna jump. If I believe, I'm gonna jump. If I don't believe, I'm come up with excuses. No, not today, maybe tomorrow, or I need to train a little bit more, or something. So I don't jump. If I believe, I jump. So very important thing, guys. Whoever believes in something, they take action. And there is only one thing in life that can lead to results, and that's if you take action. So you can be the most clever person on the earth, and I know guys who have 3 or 4 university diplomas, but they still living with their mother because they haven't ever taken any action, and maybe they are the most knowledgeable people on earth, but if you don't take any action, you won't have any results. So taking action is the key to everything. And this belief system is the same in business and in law of attraction. So when you start a new business, you have to have the belief that you can do it. Because if you go into a business that, I'm not sure if I hit a hurdle, I'm gonna give up, and so with this kind of mindset, you can't go into a business. And what is important, you have to have a higher goal. So and here we go back to the ask point. So if you have a very clear vision that I want to travel the world, and traveling the world is such a strong kind of goal for me. So I really would do anything in order to be able to travel the world. This higher goal, or this very firm goal, gonna pull you through the hurdles. So many people go into business to earn money. and it's absolutely fine. Money is the oxygen in business, so you have to be able to make a profit, and the profit is good, money is good, but earning money in itself is not a good enough reason to go into a business. 100%.
Can you say more about that, what you just said? Thank you. Earning money is not, sorry.
Yes. So for example, you are sitting at home and you say, Bela, I would like to earn more money because I would like to have a car and I would like to do this and do that, or I just want to earn more money. Maybe without, I just want to earn more money. So I'm gonna build a business, because if I build a business, I can make money. And the reality of building a business is difficult. So if you Google that, what is the percentage of new businesses failing, you're gonna get a very high percent of 70-80% of the businesses fail in the first 3 years, because building a business is difficult. Whatever business is it, it's very difficult. And if your sole goal is just to earn money, it won't keep you on track. And it's not my personal wisdom telling you this. It's my, I don't know, 15 20 years of no 50, 2005, yeah, 15 years of entrepreneurship, and being part of a community of entrepreneurs. So I've really seen multiple examples. Is earning money in itself is not good enough reason to be able to go through the hurdles. So you need to have a higher reason that keeps you going, because you're gonna hit hurdles for sure, and hurdles are good because they are there for you to learn something. So something is missing, because if you know something, it's not a hurdle. You just do it like this. If something is a hurdle for you, it means you need to learn something, and the hurdle is there to teach you something. So hurdles are good, but it's easy to say, but when you are in the situation, it can really pull you down. And I've seen people after people giving up building their businesses, giving up their dreams because it was too difficult. And this is where mentorship, and this is where a power of a community comes in, because if you are part of a group and you can encourage each other and you can motivate each other and inspire each other, this is the environment that where businesses can go. Was it kind of round enough for you, Ali?
Thank you.
Makes sense I'm talking about?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's not an easy subject, but yeah, if you so we need to work on our mindsets, all of us. It's a never-ending story. It's until the last moment we live, we need to work on our mindset. And if we have the right mindset, and if we believe on ourselves, we take action. Actions leads to results, and results feed back to the beliefs. So many times I could ask it, or I can tell. So how can you change a bad experience? So something happened, a very typical, and maybe it's too sensitive, so I don't wanna go into personal things, but if someone cheated on you, how can you change this bad experience? Because one thing that you can do, I have never ever will trust in a woman again because one woman cheated on me. How can you change this bad experience? There is only one way. You trust in another woman, you go into the relationship, and you will find out that person won't cheat you. This is the only way. So experiences can change your mindset. So for example, you didn't believe in yourself, you haven't believed in yourself until this point because I'm not good enough, I'm not good looking enough, my language, for example, for myself, my English is not good enough, to be in front of people and talk, or stupid things, and sorry for my French, but bullshitting. We have our own bullshits that we are telling to ourselves, and to change it, um, you need to do it anyway. So don't listen to the bullshit in your own head. Do it anyway, and you will see that actions lead to results, and you will tell to yourself, look, I've done it, I can do it. And an upward spiral starts, and this is how you can build up yourself. So I don't know whether it makes sense, guys. Very important. And this is the belief part in the law of attraction. You need to believe in yourself, you need to believe in the universe, but this is exactly the same in business. You need to believe that you can do it, and you believe it, you start, you do it, you take action, and then you will see it's tiny steps lead to big results. So they say it in South Africa, how can you eat an elephant? In tiny bits. Okay, the next in law of attraction is trust. So you need to trust whatever you asked from the universe is gonna come in the right time, when it meant to come, and there is a divine timing in it. And the trust is very closely related to the next point, which is the release or surrender. But a very important thing again in the trust bit, and in the right upper corner of my screen, you can see the chess, and the best chest opening moves. And why I put that image there? Because it's you who need to take the first step. So it's not like, okay, I ask something from the universe. I would like to have this house or car or whatever, and I believe I can get it. I can have it, and I trust it's gonna come whenever it needs to come. And you are just sit back and wait. It doesn't work. So you need to be the white on the chessboard, and you need to open the game, and you need to take the first step. And this is how the universe knows that you are serious about your goal. As I said, universe is a mirror, and it's gonna reflect back on you whatever you are putting out. So if you ask something for the universe, start acting as you are already having it. And this kind of consistent, inspired action and happiness. So be happy to have that. Be grateful for having whatever you asked, and this kind of positive energy and inspired action gonna lead to having the result. Does it make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So you need to jump out, and just to give a personal experience again. When we moved to the UK, it was the worst 2 years of my life. We lost £250,000 in 2 years, and it was the 25th of November when I came together with my family, and we gave up. And we made the decision that we need to move back to Hungary with this kind of loss and with failure, and all these kind of things. And when we made this decision, the next week, I met with a guy who happened to own a private club from 5 minutes from my home.
Mm-hmm.
And he was looking for a dermatologist to go into a business with.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he said, Bela, what do you need? What do you need to start practicing in my private club? And I said, this. And this is how I started. So, but
Okay.
what did I do? I didn't think. Obviously, I thought, but I just really jumped in. I took my family. We moved over. We did it. Unfortunately, we got to the point where we gave it up. But that was the point when the universe gave us what we wanted. After the in the 24th hour. So and really my life and the family life is full of signs from the universe. So if you really trust in the divine power, and you can call it God or you can call it whatever, but if you really believe and you really trust, you will see the signs. And in business manner, again, this is very similar to the belief and trust. So you need to trust in yourself that you can do it. But it's very important. Again, make a note about this. Success is a team sport. Success is a team sport. What does it mean? It means don't go into a business, don't go into building your business alone. Very important for multiple reasons. Mentorship, so that someone who has walked the path ahead of you can show you how to do things. Fellow entrepreneurs who ups and downs, and who is up pulls up those who are down, and then it turns around. Inspiration, motivation. So being part of an inspired group is the key to success. So this slide tells you that you need to be the one who starts taking action, and then the universe is gonna help you, and not the way around. Very important message. The next one, letting go or surrender. It's very important that don't try to control when the universe is gonna give us what you asked for. So you asked for a car, for example. Don't be on the heel of the universe, or don't watch every minute when it's gonna come, how it's gonna come. Don't try to control the result. Absolutely let it go and surrender. And it has a very interesting aspect in business. And this is be detached from the result. So when you go into business, and when you go into a sub project, or when you work in any project, be detached from the result. Why is it important? Because you have a product, and don't consider this product as your baby, because you have an emotional relationship with your baby, and if it fails, you feel that a part of your body failed or your baby failed. But the business is business. Is no emotions in this regard. Be detached from the results, and be ready, and it should be easy to throw it away. And again, it's a little bit difficult subject to talk about for me. But the most important thing in business is don't overthink. Don't think too much about the result. The most important thing is to take action towards your goals. Because many times when you start something new, you have a vision about what you would like to achieve, and many times you won't achieve that, but you're gonna find an even much better goal in the journey, and you're gonna achieve that. So it's very important to have this kind of detachment from the results, and be in the present and take action towards your goal, but don't think about all the time about the results, because the journey what matters, not the result, the journey. Does it make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Back to the law of attraction. the universe knows better what is good for you or what is the highest good for all. So you ask something from the universe. It can be anything. But maybe the universe gonna give you something else, and when it gives it, you will say, "Oh my God, yes, this is really what I wanted, and not that." The universe knows better what you need and when you need it and how you need it. So that's why be crystal clear about your goals, know your direction, know what you want to achieve. But this one is about letting go and surrendering. So don't stress about the process. So let it go, surrender, and let the universe give it to you as when it thinks and when it's the best time. And the very important thing is the universe can over deliver, and it has a similar thing in the business as well. So universe can over deliver. What seems to be big for you is maybe nothing for the universe. So ask big and act big. I like to use the example of Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. You look at the guy back in 97, and he's really someone who stepped out from the office and zero self-confidence, and he started to build his own online bookshop.
Okay.
And today, look at the image, the same person, Jeff Bezos, 2017. He is full of self-confidence, and the richest person on earth. So you never know. Ask big, act big, and what you think big is not big for the universe. And usually it's us who limit ourselves. So this is a very important difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. The fixed mindset says, these are my connections, this is the amount of money I have, this is the resources what I have, what can I build out of these? This is the fixed mindset. The growth mindset is asking big, dreaming big, acting big, and figuring out on the road, on the way, during the journey, how can I achieve that? That's the growth mindset. Don't limit ourselves. It's very difficult, I know, but this is how we need to think. This is how we need to project our life. So don't limit your opportunities based on what you believe you can achieve and what you deserve. Dream big, ask big, and act accordingly, and it will be given. And again, to the surrender and letting go part, be okay anyway. Again, detach from the result. Don't stress. This is the word I was looking for. Don't stress about the result. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the life, be positive, because if you put out this positivity, inspired action, this kind of positivity, according to the law of attraction, will give you the results. If you are stressed about the result, if you are negative, you don't believe yourself, 100% the universe won't give it to you. So it's very important to enjoy the journey and put out this positivity, because the universe is a mirror. So be happy, enjoy the ride. Does it make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Any questions or any personal comments or anything?
It's a good revision, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe so. Yeah, I really
All,
enjoyed making this
all,
presentation.
although there are things which you hear, you talk about, but you do not imply it to the real life. But But when you have someone talking about it and, giving the real life examples, it does apply and you start thinking deeper.
So why these things are important? Because we create our lives in our head. So if we come to a conclusion in our head that I'm gonna go this way or I'm gonna go that way, it's gonna give us two different end results in my life.
Mm.
So every decision that what I make, I make this decision in my head. And if my understanding of the world and my capabilities are limited, my results will be very, very limited. So it's us, it's ourselves who limit ourselves. And what I want to tell you with this presentation and overall is don't limit yourself. Take action in spite of thinking that maybe you can't achieve it, because when you take action and you make the first step, then you will see this is how you can eat an elephant bite after bite. But if you say, look, it's a huge animal, there is no way I can eat it, and I never started because I don't believe I can eat it, for sure you won't. But if you take the first bite, and when you took the first bite of an elephant, maybe it's absolutely invisible, like the first step on a marathon run. After the first step of the marathon, you have done nothing. But yes, you have done one step out of the I don't know how many. So don't undervalue the first step. But you need to take the first step, otherwise nothing gonna happen.
Mm.
Yeah, overthinking, exactly what I was talking about. Again, this is a very human thing, overthinking, and we always have a feeling I'm not ready yet. I need to learn this. I need to learn that. I need to do this. Need to do that before no. Take action. Making a mistake is much better than not taking action.
Mm.
And finally, the last part of law of attraction, receive. And again, this is something where I miss out, or I don't do it um, most of the time, is celebrate your success. We are very good telling negative things about ourselves. We are very good to pointing out negative things about ourselves, but and I'm talking about in my name, I'm very bad about stopping and celebrating my success. And it's very important point of the law of attraction. We need to stop. We need to celebrate our success in person and in business as well. So when you achieve a personal goal or a business goal, we need to stop and recognize it and celebrate it and being grateful. Gratitude is an important thing, and don't step on immediately, because this kind of celebration is a very positive vibe, and when you put it out, you are working again on the law of attraction, and this is the upward spiral, and this is what was in the Bible. If you live in abundance, even more will be given. Why? Because you have this positive vibe of achieving goals and living in an abundance. Very important. Enjoy, be happy. Yeah. So in summary, is in business and in life and in law of attraction, important to know what you want to achieve, so it gives you a direction, and as you know it, start taking action immediately towards the goal, and surround yourself people who are on the same journey, who can inspire you, who can motivate you, who can help you, who can show you the next step. So be in a very positive, uplifting environment and take action. And this kind of consistent positivity and action taking will lead you to the results. And when you have the result, celebrate it even raise your energy even higher. And this is how a spiral goes on. And this is how you can achieve step by step, one goal after the other. But again, it's not the goals that really are important, but the journey. And looking back after 3 years, I've changed a lot as a person. I'm a different person. I really enjoy being here, talking about this. I'm enjoying building my either my Amazon businesses or my affiliate business, and it's the ride what is good. So. Ultimately, what I really encourage everybody is look at this current pandemic. Everything is closed down, and whoever has an access to the internet, they are flourishing.
Yeah.
So that's why what I believe as an entrepreneur, as a private person, is learn, have the internet mindset, learn the skills, how you can build businesses on the internet, find your purpose, find your higher inspiration, and start building a business around your passions and whatever inspires you, and find yourself, recreate yourself in that kind of space. And if you want to do it with my help, I really encourage everybody to join the Six Figure Mentors. We are 3,000 of us globally, people like myself. And it's really a very selected group of people. So there is no trolling, no negativity within the community. We all of us want to grow. We all of us building our businesses, and you can learn the skills here. And you can join as a family. It costs $99. And you have a 1 month money back guarantee. And during the 1 month, I'm gonna work with you. And
Okay.
if by the end of this 1 month you say, Bela or Dr. Bela, it's not for me, for whatever reason, I don't like this online thing for whatever reason, you drop a email to the back office and you get your money back. And but if you like it and you keep growing and you keep you enjoy the community, you enjoy the learning, you enjoy everything, you just grow like myself for 3 years. And by now my whole family is involved. Even my 12 years old daughter is she's recently we are building an Amazon business for her, and it wasn't
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was she who came to me one day. Dad, I would like to sell lip gloss on
Oh.
Amazon. And it was the moment when I started to talk about the minimal viable product. So Nelly, what is the minimum thing that you need to be able to do this? And we are working on a business plan and all these kind of things. And it's just great to be able to the whole family and just learning and working together. So it's a great stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good to hear about this. Something completely different to venture into.